Hi.
G'day. It's been a big day.
It has.
It's been a long day. We've sailed for what, 13 hours today to get to here. Magic little spot. Haven't caught any fish yet, but it'll happen. This is fish spot right here. But Cape Londonderry was pretty...
You were concerned.
Oh, I've been concerned about a week because you hear all the stories about these massive waves and...
Standing waves, big currents.
So you hear all the stories. And then we got there and it was dead flat and beautiful. So we rounded that with another boat called Dog on Cat.
Yes.
He was right next to us. Then Rick, our friend Rick, was just behind us. So it was beautiful. Really flat and scenic. What else? Someone's just chatting on the radio. Before that, I'm just going to turn the radio off. So before that, Glycosmis, beautiful, absolutely spectacular. 2 waterfalls. Radio just won't stop.
I thought you turned it off.
I did, but I turned the volume down and now it's gone loud again. I think it's a safety feature on this one that you can't turn it down. I don't know. Anyway, Glycosmis was absolutely stunning. We touched the bottom, I think, maybe a little bit coming in. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, we had to do a bit of a wiggle.
We got stuck. Yeah,
go back.
We actually got stuck with the reverse off the sandbar.
Yeah,
it's just sand. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt nutty. We spent a couple of days in Glycosmis. Climbed up to the Lost City.
Yeah,
that's its nickname. And some beautiful art. I dropped my phone, so I had to backtrack for about half an hour and find it. But when I got back, Wendy had made this beautiful breakfast. She'd carried it and just sort of surprised me with this beautiful breakfast in a cave.
Yeah,
so it's been a great week. It's been a really, really nice week. We had a great sail up from from King George.
Yeah.
We had a beautiful night just in a little bay just north of King George, Lagoon Bay.
Very pretty. We called it Lagoon Bay.
Yeah,
it didn't have a name.
We just called it Lagoon Bay. It's got a lagoon in it with a crocodile and waterfall. So it's all very picturesque.
Yeah.
But here we are in, what's this group called? Governor Islands.
Yeah.
We're sort of tucked right up in the corner. There's one other boat in here, apart from us and our friend Rick and Davo. Tomorrow's going to be full on fishing. I'm going to bring back a fish for my dear.
Yeah.
I've promised her a fish, so I'm going to bring back a fish.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it from me.
Yep. And from me, and enjoy the episode.
All right.
See you next time.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Cheers. See ya.
We're just leaving the King George River now and heading out to the bay, Kalooma Bay, for the night, and then we'll make our way west again. It doesn't look like there's any crocs here. There might be. It's supposed to be. Can't see any slides, so we're just gonna wander. So there's definitely a crocodile in there. We're not going in there.
Nah.
It's a bit sad, but we're not. Good morning. It's very early on Anzac Day and we are leaving Kalooma Bay and heading to, I think it's Glycosmis Bay, and I think there's some rock out there, the lost cities up there, so that'll be nice. It's about a 15-mile trip, so we'll see ya. Caught a fish. Do you know what it is?
No. It's big.
Too big?
I don't know.
And it's on the fishing rod.
Right.
So it's a shark.
Yeah. There it is. Black tip reef shark.
We spent the night in the outer bay. It was a bit windy to come into this little inner bay here. And there are lots of sandbars, but we made it in. Touched the bottom a couple of times, but we're in now. It's beautiful. Magnus is going to put the stern anchor out. It's quite a small area here. And there are 2 boats in here now. So it's nice and cosy. And that was the anchor that we carried back in Panama. So it's been with us the whole time. Good morning. We had a lovely quiet night last night here in this stunning anchorage at Glycosmis Bay, and we're going to now just head out around the corner and check out the lost city. See ya. Maybe in there. We found it. Talk about bush bashing. Right, we're on track. We think we're on track anyway. Managed to spotted the first rock art painting up there. We're going to go and investigate. So it was quite a tricky trek up because it was filled with asparagus. And it likes to catch you and rip you to shreds. But I think we're at the top now.
Some Gion art here. Bradshaw's. It's the first of our rock art on this little walk. And you can imagine the person's little shelf down there you can sit on. And that's the view out. So you can imagine just feeling quite contented sitting here and putting down some thoughts, some stories. Most of it you can make out, like this bit's here. And there's some really older stuff here, which is you can hardly make out any longer. But absolutely beautiful spot. Wendy up here, yeah, there's Wen.
Hi.
So that's the top there, so just about at the top.
So it's not really that high, this one. Just lots of bush. This is at the top of the hill. There's a cairn over there. So we'll check it out and see what sort of rock art we can find up here.
Just under this overhang here, and there's a couple of bits and pieces. There's a big, it looks like a turtle. I think it is a turtle under the roof there. And they must have enjoyed sitting here and talking and feasting, because there's lots and lots of shells. There's shells everywhere, and bits of shellfish and bones, fish bones. So this must have been a place where they just sat and thought about stuff. I could go right through there and have a look. I'll just have a sticky beak. This big old kangaroo. There's a kangaroo there. And it must have been the story of a hunt or something, because you can see there's an arrow there aiming straight towards the kangaroo's head. Big kangaroo. Up here, further up, it looks like kangaroo paw. There's more up here. I can't quite make this one out. There's a paw print up here. And then this looks like the front paw of a kangaroo, or maybe a tree. And then I don't know what all this is here. It goes down to something down here, which is quite worn but interesting. Don't know what that is. Nice little fella. So on the way. Not that little.
So what do you think?
Pretty incredible. Beautiful art. Real mystical. Really time for breakfast.
Yeah.
I just come around the corner. And what are you doing, Wen?
I'm getting our breakfast organised.
Look at this.
So we've got a bit of cheese and some biscuits and some fruit.
There's breakfast and the setting.
Amazing cake.
Look at the setting. Right, well. The view out to the ocean. You've done well, Dale.
Thanks, Brett.
A little sandpaper fig there. Oh no, it's not sandpaper. And a green ant's nest.
I was going to say,
Just there. It's amazing how all these rocks are so balanced. And like they're just all, just like this rock here is that rock stopping it rolling, and then this rock sitting on top of that. And this massive rock is just sitting, it's just all sitting here.
It's crazy. Look at
It's
this.
pretty crazy. Pretty eerie actually.
Yeah. It's all crumbling.
Yeah, there's flakes falling off all the time. It's worn so smooth. There must be people up here because it's so smooth.
I think Magnus has found some more, and I'm getting taken away by ants. Look. Ah.
What are you up to in there, Wen?
What?
What are you up to?
It's looking for all the art and getting eaten by green ants. But there might be one. That might be one.
Yeah.
No. Spider keeping watch. Like stepping stones. Oh, green ant. Right, I'm gonna see if that's the way down. Give it a go anyway. There's no clear path at all.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hike up and down. Lots of wait a while. So yeah, as you can see, a little bit of claret leaking out of the leg. But cleared a path for Wendy because not many people have been up here before this season. So it's pretty hard going. There you are, you're at the bottom, Wen.
Cool. Yeah, look at this sticky stuff. Time to go back to the boat for a cuppa. Well, that was well worth the effort. Magnus found more rock art than I did. It's a beautiful place. Magnus caught a fish.
Well, it's a shark.
Okay, it's not a fish, it's a shark. Has it got
Shark for dinner?
four legs or something like that? That makes it not, not a fish. Oh wow, that's up to you.
Bit little.
Yeah, okay. There won't be much on there, will there?
No. Here we are. Just leaving Glycosmis. Sun just popped up above the horizon. Had a beard trim yesterday. Wendy gave me a nice beard trim. And yeah, life's pretty good. We had a little southwester blowing, southeasterly blowing, sorry, offshore breeze at about, I would say 8 knots. But we haven't popped the sails up yet because our neighbour from the marina in Darwin, who we've been next to for nearly 6 months, just arrived last night, late last night, at a bay across the bay here. So we're going to pop in and have a coffee with Jeff. And then we'll continue on, pop some sails up and hopefully have a nice day's sail to Butterfly Bay. Happens to be Butterfly Bay where we live in Early Beach, but this is a different one. It's not the official name for the bay. The bay doesn't have an official registered name, but it's sort of become Butterfly Bay through the cruising community due to the shape of the bay. And that's about all I've got to say today.
Good morning! It's the 29th of April 2022 and we have just rounded the Cape Londonderry, which is the northernmost part of mainland Western Australia. It's a bit of a tricky cape. It's renowned for horrible seas because the two tides meet at the top, but we've managed to round it on neat tides, so little tides and a lovely calm day, very little wind, so we're motoring around, we're nipping around, and then we're going to pull into one of the beautiful bays on the other side, of which there are many, and check out, what is it, Napier Bay?
Napier Broom Bay.
Broom Napier Bay on the other side, so we'll show you all that. See ya!
This is where we stayed last night, in a little bay here called Jim's Bay. So this morning we've left and gone up here. This is a boat behind us called Dog on Cat. And this green line here goes down to another boat, which is our mate Rick and Davo on Magia. But we're up here. The cape is here. This is all sandbars. A couple of little islands there. So we're going to go and sneak. This is where all the bad water is, around this area where the two tides meet. But it's like a mirror out there at the moment, so we're just going to sneak around the corner. Hopefully the wind will come up and we can sail on down.
So this is where the two tides meet, or at least the beginning of that.
Wow.
The water's very swirly. And because it's a calm day, it's just swirly. It's not standing waves. This is a better example of the swirls. Whoa, we are spinning.
There it is, that's where they meet, right here.
Whoa.
We are doing 9.6, 10 knots.
10 knots.
11 knots.
Does that mean we're suddenly going to stop
Alright.
and go backwards?
12 knots.
12 knots, wow.
12 knots and 1300 RPM.
We're spinning though.
Oh, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, very odd.
Dropped down to 9.5 knots. Wow. Look at the amount of water moving. Look at the spinning.
Yeah, we're going all over the place.
And again, for a waterfall.
Whoa! Look at the front! Ah! It's crazy! It's like a ride at a fun fair.
Yeah.
It looks very benign. Wow, but nutshells on a roller coaster ride at the moment.
That's unbelievable.
So I'll try and keep the camera ahead and then you can see what's going on. Oh, it's slowing down a little bit now.
Yeah, we're only doing 9.9 knots now.
And we're close into shore, so we've got all of the stuff under us. Oh, here we go again. We're spinning.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
And back again. Look at that one over there. There's a big one over there.
Oh, we're 11 metres of water, 6 miles out.
Oh my goodness. Ah, it's going crazy again. This section is notorious for being incredibly dangerous, but not today.
Capture the intensity of it on video. We've just checked the tide tables of on the east side of this cape compared to the west side of the cape. And on the east side of the cape, we're on a falling tide, so the water's going down. But then as soon as you pass the cape, you're on a rising tide, going up. So we've been going down, 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 and we're only about a quarter of the way down on the east side, and all of a sudden now we're nearly coming back up to the top of a tide. So we've still got tide with us, even though we've changed tides, we're still doing 9 knots. So we went in doing 8.6 and now we're doing 9 coming out on a complete different tide system. So we timed it schmick perfectly. Because usually at this revs we're doing 5.8 to 6 knots. We're currently doing 9 knots. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we've timed it perfectly once again.
Fish on! Is it a fish?
Yeah, it's a fish. A shark, I think.
Oh, another shark. Well, it's a shark. Well, today's sailing was a bit convoluted. I think that's the word for it. Originally we came round the Cape Londonderry, and we were going to head for Bruce's Bay. But there was a boat heading that way and there was wind picked up a little bit. So we thought, okay, we'll go down another bay and then another bay. And then we thought, no, we won't. We'll head out a bit and come down to a little group of islands in the middle. And then the wind stopped and we thought, no, we'll go back to Bruce's Bay. Anyway, just before we got to Bruce's Bay with the spinnaker up, the wind was good and we thought, we'll keep going to this group of islands, and that's where we ended up. So we had quite a long day of sailing. We left about 5 or 6, we got here about 5-ish, and we are here. But it looks like it's going to be a fishing mecca because we have not been very successful with fishing, and this place has got about 9 beaches, lots of rocks, lots of places that fish like to be. So hopefully over the next day or so we will be able to catch fish, and I am still trying to catch my first fish from Peanut. Magnus is teaching me and I'm yet to catch it, so I'm a little bit looking forward to catching my first fish on a fishing rod. So yeah, and Magnus is just on a bit of a recce and he's back.
So we got good water.
Oh nice.
Around us.
Have you got a fish on the end of that hook?
No, I wish so. I wish there was. There's lots of action down there.
Yeah, I've got high hopes.